The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. That one complete to his receiver Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on third.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the bunker and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From midfield, here's Lance. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35 on second down, Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Lance now on first down. Touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 28 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Lance going to try to throw for this. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Lawrence on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. In motion comes the tight end left. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. On first down, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The Lance going to throw. Touchdown! Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Lance. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket, can move, and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Striker, 3-3, ready?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 36, Lance. And this is caught, Jennings. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the ball, on the ball.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and 14. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Well, it moved up from the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll try and run it in. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick make an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 119 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch.
the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard. Hurts. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is it?
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the slot man goes in motion left.
On 3rd down, Lawrence
dancing to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Again, it's Lawrence. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Lawrence will throw.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Lawrence.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a foot. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Etienne running right. It's a room to maneuver. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 11. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And they'll go again with Etienne. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 72 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Hurts throw taken in by Pascal. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Taken in by Pascal out left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. But to throw again is Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not be picked off.
70 Rangers. Hey.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And some room to run now. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles!
Grant Calcaterra
from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now, Lawrence. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Oh, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
They'll start on the ground, ETN.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On second down, ETN once more.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now we'll see what Lawrence can do in overtime.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it